Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so this session I would like to replicate this guy here to Generals. But before we do that, I did get a complaint that 3D shadows would disappear when there are too many units. At least for when there are too many units, some of them won't have shadows, which is related to the shadow limitation. We should have a reference change in Assembly Armada. Assembly Armada. It's time. It was about shadow. Here, this one. Was created more than 3 years ago. Yeah, okay, so what did I do here? Increase the max number slots times 2. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then does the original game have the same variable names? Yes. There we go. Okay, so max vertex buffers created. Max vertex. Max index buffers. Okay, how about for starters, let's fix the order here a little bit. The order is a bit wide. Let's put it like this. Then max index buffers, and then default vertex buffer size. I mean, that's quite an unholy ordering. Max number slots. Okay, there we go. I think that's a bit better ordering. Yeah. Let's also fix here the spacing here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now things are looking a bit more healthy. Good. And then I would say we do number slots. Maximum number of slots that can be allocated. And we say the super hackers add info. max. The max size corresponds to a number of vertices and indices of a mesh casting shadows in the scene. The more vertices the meshes are supposed to have, the higher these limits need to be. Multiplying these numbers by 32 gives a max support amount of vertices and indices. What? 32? Hold on. Uh, 1, 5, 32. Shift. Min slot size shift. How about we make this 1 shift. So 128 times 32 is that. Why does it say this number here? The minimum number of vertices allocated per slot. I think we can remove this here because it's now closely tied with this here. Yeah. Max number of slots. Okay, and so what did we multiply? We multiplied the slots and these here by 2. Yeah. It looks a bit unholy. Okay, so what do we do now in regards to the scaling? So we need to multiply these two by 2 and this one. Okay, how about we do define what does this refer to? 32. I mean, what we could do is the same as we have it in that. It would be nice. Tweak. Do we want to write it like this or? I think that's probably obvious enough. Maybe we can also And we can also, for reference, so Battle for Middle-earth. What about generals? Hold on. Min slot size. Oh, looks the same. It's the same. Okay, so in Battle for Middle-earth, they raised this. Doesn't matter. Yeah. How about we put this above here, and then we put this tweak here, like this. Is that fair? Okay. How about we also put this here into parentheses? Here we can also put some spacing. Okay. I think that's fair. Yeah. Then how about we go to main branch, and then we compile that, and then we give it a go. Good. Did it install, by the way? Let me double check. Did not. No, it did. Good. So. So I think we have a test map for the Scorpions. 512 Scorpions. I don't see them here. Ah, here, Scorpion Shadow Limit. 1024. So basically, if all of them show the shadow, then we're good. Good to go. There we go. It's very laggy. Well, the problem is well, it's a performance concern, isn't it? It's pretty slow. If we were disable the shadows, oof, we can't. Okay, so the frame rate is 15. Yeah. Let's disable the shadows and see how slow it is then. 15. It's pretty bad. 3D shadows. No, it's still pretty bad. I mean, the shadows are expensive, certainly, but it's expensive regardless. Yeah. 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 I mean, it's not a good optimization to say we skip shadows in order to make it faster when there are too many objects. The performance improvement should come somewhere else, right? Not just skip shadows, but shadows would just need to become cheaper. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot to enable shadows. It's kind of wild that you can disable 2D shadows as well. I mean, how expensive are these 2D shadows really? Psst, a bunch of decals. That can't be much. Okay. So, as far as I can tell, these tanks all have shadows. Yeah. Would be fun to drop some Scudstorm on this here. Would be nice explosions. Probably would lag a lot. Okay, but we can do this. Yeah. Let's ignore the performance for a minute. Yeah. Good. Then I will create a new branch. Call that tweak shadows limit. Raise tweak shadow raise 3D double buffers for 3D shadows. Oh. So max number slots. Okay, so in Battle for Middle-earth, this was the same, but they increased this and this, interestingly. Allocated. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Then let's go with that. Push. So this change doubles the 3D shadows buffer. How about we name it the same as here? Double shadow buffers. Yeah. Double 3D shadow buffers. Shadow buffers. The original investigation was done in here. Yeah. And let me just copy this here. Oh, I don't know how that happened. Original investigation. It also factors. It also rearranges and comments the constants if it's for ease of read. Good. So labels, enhancement, minor rendering, gen zh, to do replicate in generals. Okay. I think there's also a bug related to this shadow. Not sure. I don't see it. 3D shadow. Shadow. What's going on here? Okay, so I think that's good enough. Yeah. Change up with the 3D shadow buffers. Shadows are not cheap. All sorts of geometry. It's not cheap. Oh, that's just... That's good enough. Okay. I think we can do that. Okay. There's one other thing I want to look into, and that is I wanted to do that yesterday already. Let's compile again. Sorry. There's this issue or design in the network lobby that when you hover a name, that it shows a computer name. Oh, that was already changed. No, see, so it shows the computer name, the IP, and then also the account name, the Windows account name. It's probably a bit too much info, right? It shouldn't show... Because, I mean, if you were talking about a pure local network, you know, where you trust the people, then I think it's fine. But like the network lobby is used in Game Ranger, in Redman rooms, right? So maybe it's a bit too much information that is being handed there to the remote player. So maybe maybe it would be better to say I mean, showing the IP, I think that's fine. Okay, so where do we need to look for that? Not sure. probably looking for a string that is called %s at %s. No? No. Maybe ls? ls? Aha. There we go. LAN player. Aha. Tooltip LAN player. There we go. Aha. Okay, so only in debug it shows the IP address. That's weird. Login host. Is the login and the host used for anything other than debugging or showing UI? Pass game option string. What is that for? No, I think this is purely for displaying purposes. Yeah. So I think to properly fix this, we need to I would say in debug builds, it's probably fine to send this information. Yeah. In debug builds. Let me put a bookmark here. Let's work on this next session. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would say that for debugging purposes, it's fine to show this stuff, but I think in the real world, you don't want to send your computer name and login name on a network in the game. You don't want to do that. So we should remove this. We can move it all behind debug. Yeah. Something along these lines. Now, obviously, we still need to send it, or at least something. We need to send some dummy string or empty string to not change the network message format for the retake compatibility. You can just send an empty one, right? Empty. What we could send instead is yeah, let's think about it next session. I don't think we should change the names of these or misappropriate them for something unrelated. But I think in the future it could be used for, I don't know, some additional information. You hover the guy and you see what install he has or so, right? What patch version? But well, yeah, yeah. You can show like what game install he's running, what mod. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Good. Then let me get back to player observer. So we need to replicate all these guys here, which will be a bit of monkey work. How do we do that? This git bash. Okay. Paste. So we start off with this guy, we go to commit, we get the commit hash. We put that in here. Then we go in here. Put that in there. Okay. And then we do this. Okay. Oh, that went without conflicts. That's much appreciated. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll reset this here. Then fix up. Stage commit. Okay, that's number one. Next, this one. Good. So, okay, and dum. Good. Okay, that looks good. That also went without conflicts. Fantastic. So far, so good. So this contains the same as this. Yeah. And this one touches that shit. Yeah. Same as this. Okay. Then next one will be this guy. Then remove this. This and this. Okay. Oh, there we have some problems. Yeah. Yeah. Trouble. Okay, I think we need to enable generals. Everyone seems to assume it to be a long-standing issue, but to my surprise, no issues seem to have been filed here, even after extensively searching for it. Chat boxes are FPS dependent. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the whole menu is FPS bound. Yeah. Including animations, transitions. Yeah, it's a task, it's not a bug. It's a task. GUI, minor, rendering. Yeah, what is this here? Well, don't play at 120 FPS then. What kind of issues do they have? Oof. Well, good luck fixing. Good. Then stop debugging. Yes. Good. So let's see. So we need to replicate things. Change team drawbar, change team. Okay. Change team. Change team. Ugh. Okay, it looks different. Okay, fair enough. The other one is bind to object. Friend bind to object. Oops. Yeah. So it simply doesn't have the code, the relationship here. That's fine. Good, then that's fair. Probably the same here. Update fake drawables. That seems to be a 0 hour specific. Yeah. 0 hour specific. Oh, this is a problem, isn't it? That means... Mm-hmm. 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 Game utility. Visits. Game utility. I don't see it. Here. Aha. So this one calls update fake drawables, and this function doesn't exist in general, so I think we need to add that. Does this exist in generals? Yes, that does. Then how about we add this function to generals here. Why does this look so weird? We add it like this. Yeah. So now this looks the same. Okay, and then now the question is, where's the other one? Update fake drawables. Iterate drawables in region. It's here. So below that, we add this function. Game client. Yeah, I think we can just add an empty function essentially. Doesn't need to do anything. So we go back to here, and down here we just add it, and we make it empty, like this. Okay, that should do. Okay, then we also don't care about this here. Oh. Oh, well, I reset the whole file. There we go. I hope I didn't do a mistake there. I don't know what I did. Did I reset this? Is that possible? It's weird. Good. So what do we have here? Translate game message. Oof. Oof. Well, what is it? Oof. It's probably one of the other debugs here. Cheat switch teams. Meta demo switch teams. Yeah, so it's cheat switch teams, which probably doesn't exist in generals. Yeah. Okay. Then we don't care. So we can reset this, is that true? Huh. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Good. So, what do we have here? Dealing. Yeah. Okay. Darling. Okay. Do scan. Do scan. Oof. Oof. Creptacular. Oh boy. Oh boy. Um. Might as well call it Crab Tower. Crab Towers. Hmm. Okay, so it looks like that all this stuff was added in 0 hour. Yeah. And here we don't care. Yeah. Propaganda tower behavior. To scan. Get local file. Good. I think we can reset this. Oh, it's quite a lot. Next. Let's search for this. Seems to be 0 hour only. Yeah. Object shroud clear. Seems fine. Next. Laser update in a laser. Okay. So here they do something with a local player. Make sure the laser flare is visible to the player. If no parents, assume laser owner will handle it. You cannot check an ID for null. You cannot check an ID for null. This should be a check against invalid particle system ID. Can't change it on the last day without a bug though. Particle system ID. Is that so? Invalid ID is... Oh yeah, is 0. That's funny. Huh. Does the snipping tool no longer work here in Windows 11? Oh, it does. It just takes forever to open. Jesus. Interesting. Let's put the monkey. Yeah. Time pressure. Okay, but this seems to be also 0-hour specific code here, so we don't care, right? Yeah. Yeah, good. Then laser update. We can include this one here though. Player.h. Can put this in here. At least something. Next. Uh-huh. 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 Local player. Where's local player? Huh. He's here. Huh. Looks different. The way this code works here. Okay, then I think what we do is we copy this guy like this, with the same formatting. And then we put this guy in here. That didn't work because it needs to be this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Things have changed. Good. That looks fine. Next. Oh boy. Game logic. Game logic. Z. Oh. Here. Game state. Behind game state. Oh. Oh, that's the wrong one. No, it's a correct one. Wait, where are we? Game logic.cpp. Ah, this one. There we go. Game state. Behind game state, put the game utility. There we go. And that was a wrong. So there's that, and then we remove control bar as well. Why not? There we go. Cool. Then we have that. Okay, one more. Tree buffer. Ah. Tree buffer. There is 3D. Tree buffer. There we go. Tree buffer. Texture. Okay, game utility. And update toppling tree. Doesn't exist. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But let me double check. Let's search for this. Just to make sure. No, it's not here. Good. Then we reset this. Okay, and that should compile. Let's see. Good. Fix up. I heard that John Aquist passed recently. Last year or this year. So The author of this file is no longer with us. John Nyquist. Well, he will be remembered for the tree buffer. And what else? Let's see. For the tree buffer and many other things. Look at that. Script engine. Polygon trigger, sites list, scripts. Lots of W3D things here. Road buffer, tree buffer, motion blur. We have shaders. Unused prototype. Good. Then enable shroud for observed players. Did it compile? Let's see. Oh, it did not. Oof. Error. Oof. Refresh objects. Oof. Uh-oh. Okay, so missing a function in radar. And in here. Track all players. I think what we do is do a fix up first, yeah. Let's see if 0 hour compiles with this change to begin with. Yeah, maybe we should test that first. Let me remove generals. And then we check out this one and see if that compiles. If it does, then then it's a general specific bug. Otherwise, there's some fixing to do in 0 hour beforehand. Okay, that has succeeded. So it's a general specific thing. Huh. Okay. 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 Um. Hmm. Good. We need to fix that. What's the time? 1 hour 27. I think we'll take a break here. There. Then I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye. In the next session, we continue where we just stopped, unless we get distracted again by something else, of course. Yeah.